Last week I talked about the perfection perception, which is this idea that gets into our minds that all the beautiful things that we see on social media are real. And we begin to feel like we can't live up to that, and that affects all the little things in our lives. Specifically for this case, the ability to get a meal on the table, because you start to think, wow, I have to make this perfect, wonderful meal every single night for my family, in addition to everything else that's going on in my life, right? And this is negative because you start to have all this negative talk in your head about how you could never live up to that because they're pretty unrealistic standards. And now today I want to talk to you about what comes after that, because oftentimes the more this little voice in the back of our head nags us and tells us that we'll never be able to live up to it, the more paralyzed we get. And once again, I have another name for it. It's perfection paralysis. The problem with perfection paralysis is that you don't end up doing anything, and that's no good. You know, we want to be able to have these experiences. We want to be able to have that time where we're sitting at dinner with our family and we're having that conversation over a nice meal. Does it have to be perfect? No. Does it have to be gourmet? No. Once you can get past, push past that perfection perception and start to really appreciate the little things and the small victories, you'll be able to take more action, and you'll be motivated to take more action. And when I say take more action, I mean set small goals for yourself, you know? You don't have to be chained to the stove all night in order to make a good meal for your family. And you're gonna be more motivated to figure out how to get a good meal on the table if you're not setting these excruciatingly high standards for yourself, right? So if you keep it simple and you set small goals, then you're gonna have a much easier time achieving those goals, and then you'll be fueled to set even more goals for yourself. But I want you to know that you don't have to be perfect. And the big thing here, and this is a big takeaway, this is not an all or nothing thing. You can plan your meals without having to put a gourmet meal on the table every single night, right? You can plan to maybe cook one meal per week. You can plan leftovers into that. You can plan takeout into that. It's okay. It's still awesome. You're still a rock star. So what I want you to do is I want you to get rid of that perfection perception, and I want you to push through. I want you to push through the paralysis, the perfection paralysis. Get past it and take action, even if it's something small, even if it's just packing yourself a lunch to bring to work. And those dinners, they don't have to be like this perfect, charmed Leave It to Beaver scene, okay? Your kids might fight. They're gonna whine about the peas. They're gonna whine about the vegetables. My kids sure do. Oh my gosh, like constantly, you guys. It's okay. It can still be wonderful, and you're still a rock star. So take action, even if it's small. Keep it simple and set small goals for yourself, and you can do it.